Good morning to those who listen. It's March 18th, 2019, 12:58 a.m. I put on the title, it was 110, but hopefully I'll change it if I remember. But I got done a little bit earlier, got it set up and everything. All right, now this video could be a prophetic dream. I've had dreams in the past. It's been a while since I've had a dream that came true, but this one was very specific, and it was actually 3 dreams, and I don't know what it was. It was I'll get to it. I don't think it was a dream. It was more like just a voice I heard. But okay, so these dreams happened on May 12th, and it was so vivid in my mind that I wrote it down and I put it. And here's there's what you're seeing there is the actual video from May 12th. I put it in the link in the description so you can watch it back. I might play a little bit of it, but I'm just going to try to explain it because it's kind of long. The whole series of events of the dreams are kind of long, so I'll try to shorten it up as I can. If you want to watch the video, then you can do that. This is 10 months to the day even of the dream, which is another weird thing that happened. And I'll get into that too. Okay, so I had these dreams, and from the dreams, I got out of it that it was a future event. And it's very specific. So, okay, so the first thing that happened, I was sleeping, and I heard this voice. It wasn't a dream. Well, it could have been a dream, I guess. It just seemed like it didn't seem like there wasn't anything going on except I heard a voice. The voice said, your 14-year-old is dead. And it scared me, and it woke me up immediately. And then I immediately called my ex-wife and told her about the dream and said that, on March 22nd, 2019, that she needs to keep my son out of school because at the time he was 13 when I had the dream, and now he's 14. I'm not saying, and I want to say right off the bat too, I'm not saying that this is going to happen, but with all this dream and all the details of this dream, just be prepared, be alert, be ready for something to happen. Even if it doesn't, just have it in the back of your mind and be careful around this day and time that I'm going to say in this. Okay, so my wife thought I was crazy. Nothing, it's just a dream, blah, blah, blah. But I just, felt, to be on the safe side, just to take him out of school that day to be safe. So after that, I got up for a minute. I don't know what I did, went to the bathroom. Then I went back to bed again. Then I had a dream, and after I had to figure stuff out afterwards. I wrote everything down, and I describe it very well in this video that's there. And okay, so I'm at a bank, and I'm putting money into my account. I have $50, but for some reason I had 3 $10 bills, which I'll explain what that might mean because all this stuff seems to be becoming clearer now. Okay, so I'm in line waiting to get to the teller, and I get up to the teller, and I told her I'm going to put $50 into my account. And I asked her, did you put it in the account yet? And she said, no, you haven't given me the money yet. And then I reached into a pocket in my shirt, like I had a button-down flannel shirt. And I'm going to try to say everything in here that is a key, but I'm sure I'm going to forget stuff. So that's why the video's there, in case I forget something in there. But for some reason, I reached in the pocket. I would never do this either. I would never put money in a shirt pocket. That's crazy. It's always in my wallet. I wouldn't do that. And I thought in my head that, why would I put that in my pocket? So anyway, and then I told the teller that too. I said, I never put money in my shirt pocket. But anyway, and I don't usually wear button-down shirts either. But So I gave her the money, and 3 of the bills were $10 bills. And before she put it in the bank, a security guard came over and grabbed one of the $10 bills. The teller got up for a minute and left for a second, and the security guard came over and grabbed one of the $10 bills and took it over to a computer. And I said, "Hey, what are you doing?" And he said he was checking to see if it was worth something. And now that has something to do with something later too, which didn't make any sense at the time, but it's all making sense now. And as soon as he said that, as soon as he was finished saying that, the lights went out, and the security guards locked the doors and said that the bank was on a lockdown. So immediately in my head, I thought to myself, get away from the doors, get away from the windows, and get with the crowd. And in my head, I'm thinking, oh, somebody's going to rob the bank, or be shooting, through the doors or something. And if you're in a crowd, you have a better chance of surviving. That's what I'm thinking in my head, I guess, at the time. So nothing happens for a while. Everybody's just kind of panicking. But and I looked over at the clock, and the clock said 2:12, and I said in my when I was repeating it back, I said 2:12 or 2:14, somewhere in that range. So in this, I hope I can explain this good. So I looked out the window, and there was a restaurant next door, and it was from what I got, it was a Crystal's, and I'm still not sure about the Crystal relationship, but there is a possibility, which is crazy also. So and I'm looking out the window, and it's snowing. Flurries, just flurries. It's snowing. So then that dream ended. So then I woke up, did something, went back to bed again, and then I had another dream where I was at the same bank, but in this dream, I knew what was going to happen ahead of time. So in the dream, I knew something was going to happen. So I made sure I hurry up and got my money into the bank and got out of the bank before something happened. So I did the transaction. After the transaction was done, I told everybody in the bank, I said, be careful, something's going to happen. And I told them for some reason between 2 and 4. But in the dream, it seemed like it was more specifically between 2 and 2:30, which could have even been the 2:12 to 2:14. So everybody's looking at me funny. And I walk out the door, and there's some, in what I described it was a SWAT team or a National Guard was outside the bank. And I told them, be careful, something's going to happen. And they just thought I was crazy or something, didn't think nothing of it. And I walked down the sidewalk, away from the bank, away from that restaurant or Crystal's, whatever it was. And I guess in the dream, I thought I was going to my car or something, to leave. But then somebody pulled up in a car right next to the curb where I was walking on the sidewalk. And it was an old friend from Florida that I knew. And she got out, and I said, what are you doing here? And she didn't answer. And I said, this must be a dream. And she said she wanted to go where I was going, which I was getting away from there, which whatever, I don't know what that meant. So that was the dreams. So out of all that, I couldn't figure out what it meant. I didn't know where I was. I didn't know what day it was, whatever. Didn't know nothing. So then I have another dream. And this one, I'm at a computer, and I'm filling out my brackets for the March Madness. And here's where it gets really crazy. I'm at the computer, and maybe I didn't fill it out. Maybe I was just looking at it. But for some reason, it was the first, from what I got out of everything, it was the clues that I got. Okay, so on Friday, the 22nd, which is this Friday, the first round of the tournament for that day starts in Columbus, Ohio. There was 4 choices on Friday of where the locations could be. There was Tulsa, Oklahoma, there was Columbia, South Carolina, and San Jose, California. I ruled those 3 out because they are warmer weather, and I don't think it would be snowing in March, especially at the end of March. The other choice was Columbus, Ohio. Columbus, Ohio. I also looked at the weather for, in the future, but right now it says it's supposed to be sunny and warm. But I don't know. Just bear with me now. So Columbus, Ohio. So in the dream where I'm at the computer, I was like, I looked at something, and then I went to go see the scores of the games. The first game was completely over. And here's another weird thing about it too. The first game in Columbus, Ohio on that Friday is Iowa. And I'm in Iowa, which is another weird thing. And then, okay, in the dream, the first game was completely over, which would be the Iowa game now in real life. And the first game was completely over. And in my dream, the second game was almost completely over. It was almost over. The team that was playing was crushing the other team. And in my dream, I said it was Tennessee. And they were beating somebody, and I even had a score. I'm not in the dream. I said I wasn't sure, but I got 77-41. Now it was Tennessee. Why I specifically said that in the dream, I don't know. But the second game of the tournament on this Friday is Tennessee versus Colgate. Now, Tennessee, how I got that, who knows? That's got to be God. It's got to be God. Tennessee, and it's weird too because, there's no way to know if Tennessee was going to make the tournament. I'm sure, they're a good team, yeah. But they're a top seed, and they're playing against a rinky-dink team that's I don't think there's ever been to the tournament, or they haven't been there in a long time. And it could be a rout. So I'm guessing at the end of the game is when the blackout happens. So this prediction is about the blackout. I've been saying this for a long time. And I've been also saying just, keeping be alert on any Friday. But this happens to be on a Friday also. And it's in Columbus, Ohio. And the 2 o'clock period would be 3 o'clock Eastern, because Columbus is an Eastern time zone. That'd be an hour difference from me. And the timing of the first game being over and the timing of the second game is close. I mean, it seems like it might be off, but I don't know. But that's just weird too. So in the dream, I also say, I'm not sure if there's just going to be a blackout in Columbus or if it was going to be a nationwide blackout. And so I'm looking this stuff up now because when the tournament finally was announced, I looked up who's playing on Friday. There's only 4 games, and 2 of the games are in the afternoon. Well, yeah. If you look at Eastern time, one starts at 12:15, the Iowa game, and then the next game is right after that game. So from what I got from it, the blackout happens at the end of this game, but I'm just saying the whole day. But we'll just say from noon to 4, just to make it broad. But okay, the odds of Tennessee playing in the same exact city at the same exact time as my dream is got to be astronomical odds in itself. Okay, so now I'm the bank, right? I'm bank. So I'm trying to find a bank that's near a Crystals. I look it up on Google for Columbus, Ohio, and looking at this, and I'm looking to see what banks are near this arena that they're going to be playing at. So first off, the arena for Columbus, Ohio is Nationwide Arena. Oh my. This is so weird. So nationwide. So I got it on my phone here. I put this stuff on here. I looked it up to see where there's a bunch of nationwide banks because it's Nationwide Arena. So there's Nationwide Bank. There's a Nationwide Mortgage Company too. Darn it! I gotta get back on here. So there's American Nationwide Mortgage, and it's on 3rd Avenue and Parkway, near Parkway, I guess, where it looks like it's at. And then I gotta go back to this other one. I don't know if this relates or not because I thought it was a restaurant. I thought it was a Crystal restaurant, but there's a Crystal Remembrance Studio and Gallery on 3rd Avenue, exactly 2 blocks away from this Nationwide Mortgage Company. It's too weird. It's too weird. So, what else? That's the main parts, I guess. Okay, so the 3 $10 bills, here's what I came up with. I don't know this. I'm just throwing this out there. 3 could stand for the month March, and 10 could the $10 bills. The 10 could be 10 months from the dream, and it's exactly right now. It's exactly 10 months from when I had the dream to today, right now. And I was trying to think of what it meant by when the security guard took the $10 bill to see if it was worth anything. And the only thing I come up with is the Crystal Remembrance Studio and Gallery. Maybe they have paintings or artwork that's worth a lot of money. I don't know. Just something I just thought of. Maybe they're seeing. Maybe this place gets robbed during the blackout. I don't know. I'm just throwing this stuff out there. I still don't know exactly everything, but this is too weird of odds and too weird of coincidence to be a coincidence. So what I'm getting from this is what I want to tell you guys. I've been saying this for a long time. Maybe there was going to be a blackout, and I've been saying it for a long time. It was going to be on a Friday. I had this feeling it was going to be on a Friday, and I didn't know, so I kept saying, "Be careful on any Friday." And there's all kinds of stuff that could have happened on certain Fridays, whatever. But we're down to this now, March 22nd, and it's on a Friday. It's on. God, it's so weird. Tennessee, you gotta listen to my. I don't want to play because it'll take too long, so you guys can do it. Maybe I'll do another video and play the video, 2 separate dreams but connected. But I got the link there so you can hear it. It's really crazy because I didn't remember some of the stuff either. I didn't, the voice thing that my 14-year-old was dead. I thought that was after the dreams, but it was actually before the dreams. So there's stuff that I didn't remember and stuff that happened that I had to be reminded about. So I don't know. Maybe this is a planned false, attack, or maybe they're planning this and doing this on purpose, because it seemed like in my dream that the National Guard, the SWAT team, was already there before the event happened. Or maybe it's going to happen in the arena. Maybe it's going to happen at the bank. Maybe it's going to happen at that Crystal Remembrance Studio and Gallery. Maybe all 3. I don't know. I don't know if anybody's getting injured. I don't know if anybody's going to die. I don't know. But this is what I have for my details so far, and I hope I'm not forgetting something. So just be prepared on this day. I'm not saying this is going to happen. There's just too many weird stuff that I have to say this. So please just be prepared on Friday between, even just to say 1 o'clock to 4 o'clock. I'm going to say noon to 4 o'clock. And that should cover the times. I'm guessing it should cover all the time. Maybe it'll happen after. I don't know. Is it just going to have blackout in Columbus? I'm thinking it is just going to be a blackout in Columbus only, because I thought in the dream it could be nationwide, and I kept thinking it was going to be a nationwide blackout, but for some reason I was just in Columbus at the time. I don't know, weird. But now I'm thinking it is just going to be Columbus because of the Nationwide Arena, the Nationwide banks. And the Nationwide Bank is really close to the arena. and it's really close to that crystal remembrance. God, that's so weird. So there it is. So I want everybody just to be prepared, just to have this in the back of your mind. If you're out somewhere, just be prepared on a moment's notice. If a blackout happens, I don't know, this might just pertain to people that live in Columbus or people that live in Ohio, or it might mean everybody in the nation. I don't know. So just be prepared for anything. Just be prepared that to stay, for some reason, I got this in my head. Stay away from windows and doors. If that makes any sense. I don't know. Or, this could just be in Columbus, but I just want everybody to be prepared just in case. Just keep it in the back of your head. And if something happens, get ready to act. In my dream, I wanted to be near people, to be in the crowd. Maybe that's a better thing. Maybe that's not. I don't know. But all I can say is just pray on it. And I just pray that, let me do a prayer real fast. Sorry. Dear Lord Jesus, dear Lord Yeshua, please just take this dream where you want. And if it means something, just for people to be prepared in case, something could happen, a blackout could happen. And Jesus, Yeshua, please just let us be prepared. Not just in case this happens, but in all things, any kind of emergency disaster that could happen, please let us be prepared. And please, Lord, just if something does happen, please just protect anyone that's hearing this, and keep them safe. Keep anybody else that's safe too, that might be involved in this situation. Lord, you haven't revealed everything to me, whether it's going to be nationwide or just in Columbus or in Ohio. But Lord, just protect those people that might be in Columbus or Ohio or the nation if something does happen. Lord, we love you and thank you for everything you're doing in our lives. And just give us the alertness and discernment to know what to do in a certain situation. In your precious name, amen. So I'm not going to say anything's going to happen because I know there's going to be people. I know there's going to be trolls. I'm getting some already that are saying, like the thing where I said could be a possible earthquake. I just put that out as a possibility, just for people to be prepared, just in case. Never said it was going to happen for sure. And I'm not saying this is going to happen for sure. But this is crazy 1,000,000,000 to 1 odds of all this weird stuff happening. Did I forget something? I'm just worried I forgot something. But Tennessee, no, how could, it's Tennessee, the team Tennessee, and they're blowing somebody out. So now I know and make sure I take Tennessee in the first round of my brackets. Go Michigan. That's my team. They went up with a 2nd seed. So that was good. I guess that's it. It's just weird. Really, if this is a coincidence, it's the craziest, weird, astronomically against the odds coincidence that could ever be. So take this as you want. Just pray on it. If anything, pray on it. Pray for Jesus' blood to protect you, just in case, and the Holy Spirit to just help discern certain things, and just be prepared. I'm not saying this is going to happen, but it's so odd how this happened, and you gotta watch the video. It's like 10 minutes long, but it really describes everything, because I was so vivid when I had the dream that I wrote it all down. And there's a lot of just specific details in it that just can't be ignored. So be prepared on Friday, March 22nd, this Friday, during the afternoon. Just have it in the back of your head, have it in the back of your mind, and just pray for anybody that could be involved in something like this. So it's a blackout that's going to happen, or something's going to happen in Columbus, Ohio. I just assumed it was blackout because it's blackout in the bank. So there it is. I'm sorry that it took long for me to describe this. it would have taken a lot longer if I would have played the video. So I'm sorry. And just watch that video. I got the link in the description, and just pray on it. That's all I ask, is to pray on it and just to be prepared just in case. I don't know if it's nationwide, but I'm thinking it's more just Columbus now because of the nationwide bank thing. It's so weird. And I was looking at banks before when I had the dream, and I remember looking for like Wells Fargo because that's where I bank at. And there's lots of Wells Fargos there too. But the nationwide thing, see, when I looked up where they're going to play the games in Columbus, Ohio, I couldn't believe it when it said nationwide arena. That just was wow. And then Tennessee. See, what is the odds of Tennessee playing on Friday, March 22nd at the exact same time in the exact same city? It's got to be astronomical. There's 64 teams. There's only 4 games. Actually, there's only 2 games going on during the afternoon. And it's, the Iowa game, and now it's the Tennessee game. What's the odds of Tennessee being in that second slot on the Friday in the same exact time period, I'm not exact, time period that my dream was? So I'm just counting this as God. I don't think the dream would be from somebody else, and who I'm talking about. I think this has to be God, and I just pray that we get discernment on it. And please don't take this as it's that it's going to happen for sure. I'm just saying this as a warning, and just as a possibility, just to be prepared. So please take it as that. Don't say, "Oh, this guy predicted something and it didn't come true." Blah blah blah. I try to never predict anything, but dreams, especially vivid dreams, I really take to heart because it could happen, and it's happened before. I've had the dream, with about the gas lines exploding, and then it was Wisconsin, and then there was an explosion that very same day, or was it the next day? The next day. You got to hear that one too, but that one's a different time, and that dream came true. At least 3/4 of it. I'm still waiting for the moon one to happen, but anyway, okay. So I'm getting off the track, but please just be prepared for Friday. And please check out that video, 2 separate dreams but connected, from May 12th. Oh wait, May 12th, not May 18th. Oops, wasn't exactly. What was I? Oh, the other one was March 18th. No, it was May 18th. Well, all right. So that was not exactly 10 months off. So that one knocks off the 3 $10 bills, but that must mean something. I don't know. Anyway, it's too weird, too strange, and I had 2 connecting dreams, actually 3 connecting dreams. I don't know if the first thing with the voice I heard, if that relates to these dreams or not. I'm just counting it as that just in case. That's why I want to warn my ex to have, to be careful. I just don't want him to, I don't know. A lockdown, lockdown also reminds me of a school lockdown. And I don't want my kid to be at school and get shot or something. I don't know. Just saying, I just wanted him to be safe. So that's why I wanted him just to take the day off, but she doesn't want him to take a day off. But in this situation, wouldn't you do the same thing just to be safe? I would. So I just, especially, with such specifics in the dream and everything, I just want to be safe. I don't want to have, something happen. All right. Sorry. Going on and on. Sorry. Thank you guys for watching. And, thanks for subscribing. Please pray on this. Please pray on this. And God bless you, and have a good day today. I love you guys. God bless.